Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Pretty. How you guys doing today? Thank you very much for joining me. If you have not yet subscribed, please consider doing so. Welcome to our Obodo family. We have fun here, we laugh, and we have very serious discussions about Africans who live in the diaspora. So join our family today. And if you hit on the bell sign, you get notification every single time I post a video. So today I have a relationship issue to discuss with you. This lady sent me this email while I was in Kenya, and I'm just going to read it out to you quickly, and then as always we talk about it thereafter. So it says, Bridget, I am one of your followers. I'm going through a problem that I want you to share on your channel without you mentioning my name. It's painful but common in our society nowadays. What happened is that my elder sister got married to one man whose relatives later interfered and broke the marriage. I never thought their marriage would fall apart because the man really loved my sister. He's a truck driver. At the beginning of their marriage with my sister, he was not working, and we used to provide food for him and help him out with whatever he needed from us. Later, when he started to work and make money, my sister advised him to buy a plot of land to secure his life with something valuable, and he did. Their marriage became enjoyable and fine. He started to pamper my sister with gifts and taking a good care of her. The man changed completely to the extent that his friends would tell him, "You're living good and large." So when the relatives saw that he was becoming successful, they started creating problems between him and my sister. I swear, my sister once went to visit his husband's relatives at their village, and guess what they did? They tried to poison and kill her to get rid of her. Hey, it is serious. Some of her husband's relatives came to visit her husband at their house here in Gambia. Oh, okay, so it's in Gambia. And quarreled with her to make it seem as if she was a troublemaker and the one who wanted to destroy their family ties. To them, my sister was the one enjoying her husband's money, not them. And that was a huge and unacceptable problem for them. They wanted to get rid of her because they do not consider that a wife must enjoy what a husband brings to the table. The main problem was the mother of her husband. That's her mother-in-law. We heard that the mother visited multiple marabouts. That's people who do witchcraft. I guess she means Juju, babalawos, to end the marriage. My sister was later divorced by her husband for absolutely no reason. His behavior started changing completely, and the love that he had for her transformed into hate. They have only one son together, but that didn't stop the interference of the family members. Now, the problem that we are facing in our family is that my sister is sitting frustrated without a husband because her heart is completely shattered. She consistently says that she doesn't want to be with a man anymore, that she would die single. Sometimes if we try to correct or give her some advice, she will lose her temper and quarrel with us. It has caused her mental health issues to the point that she doesn't enjoy what she used to enjoy before. She will sometimes say that we don't care about her. She recently had an argument with us about a minor issue and she left the compound. I'm trying to convince her to return home. I need your advice and prayers. We will never forgive the family of my sister's ex-husband. They broke her marriage and caused her and us a problem that I don't think that we can solve. I'm so stressed these days. We live in a bad society. And she ended the email by saying, please do a live stream on this topic, please. I would really appreciate it. I want people to read people's comments and advice too. Thank you and take care of yourself. Wow. So this is an African issue, apparently. I thought it was only in Nigeria, but Africa is Africa. So this seems to be like a family it's a family problem. I often say on this channel that I don't know how it is in other African countries, but in Nigeria, marriages, families get involved in marriages a lot, in a good way, when the marriage is being contracted, because you have to take your wife to be to go and introduce to your parents, and your wife to be has to take you as a man to go and introduce to her parents. And the reason why people do this is so that they can gain parental blessing and approval. That's why they do it. So, I mean, when the introductions have been done, the expectation is that if there's anybody who has a reason or who has any problem, say for instance, in this case now that you said is the in-laws, your sister's in-laws had issues with her, then the mother especially is expected to have said something before the marriage took place. I don't know if this is how it happens, because this is then happened in Gambia, she said. But then again, in other cases, we see where they keep quiet, especially because you said that the man didn't have anything when they met. But since when money started coming, then kasala burst, you know, so that can happen as well. So, my dear, you guys didn't know the character of this man. No, he was humble and nice and loving to your sister because he didn't have money. When money came, he brought out his true character. I'm not ruling out the fact that it may have been, there may have been some spiritual manipulation there, because we know that some families, when they really don't want someone, they can go to any land. But why would they not want her though? You didn't tell us why, because I don't believe that people will just change overnight if they previously liked her. That's why I was saying, how was the marriage contracted in the first place? Let's say the mother-in-law accepted her before, then why would she just change all overnight like that, change her behavior, and everybody start fighting her, including the husband? I don't know what it is, what happened there, but from your description, it seems like your sister is broken, like she's thoroughly broken. She's broken, and this is what, when you love, you really love wholeheartedly, because from your description, she loved her husband, yeah? When you love a man, when a woman loves a man wholeheartedly, and that man ends up breaking your heart, this is what can happen. It can happen. It does happen. The heartbreak is so serious that your sister couldn't take it, and that's why it's affecting her mental health now. You guys need to take it very seriously, because so many women have lost their mind over things like this. Some people think it's trivia, but it's not. It's not trivia. It's not trivia at all. You people need to take it very, very seriously. I don't know how Gambia is. I've never been there. But I think if you have access to like a psychologist, it might be very, very helpful for her to see a psychologist, somebody that can offer some sort of, help her through what she's feeling now. Because it's deeper than what you are just explaining. It's not something that we can solve just talking about it here. This is a deep matter, it's a deep issue. This woman is traumatized and is beginning to affect her mental health, which is quite risky. It's quite risky, so you need to get a psychologist involved and let her go for some counseling, because she's in pain. She needs to deal with that pain, because it's a loss for her. This is a woman that loved her husband, thought that she's found the love of her life. They have a son together, they have a life together, and from nowhere everything is shattered. So you can imagine, the marriage is ended, and maybe she'll be asking herself, what have I done? And the way you described it, I'm not sure the time scale, how it happened, but if everything happened very quickly, then it's really, really sad. It's sad. If it's manipulation, like you rightly said, if it's manipulation, then it will clear. One day it will clear. If it's spiritual manipulation, like you said, I hear they do Juju as well in Gambia, Africa, and Juju. Aye. The thing about Juju is that there's an expiration date for every Juju. If you do Juju to go and hook somebody, one day the person eye go clear. If you do juju to break a relationship up, one day that juju too will clear. So that's what people don't understand. And your sister's husband have a lot of blame in this matter, because as a man who is a matured man that is old enough to marry, why are you allowing your family to break up your marriage? It is not good to involve your family into your marriage at all. That's mistake number one. You know, that's a very, very big mistake. He should not have allowed his family to get involved in his marriage to the extent of, you know, the mother especially. Some men, unfortunately, not all of them, but a few men out there are mama's boys. They grow up, but they never grow out of being mama's boys that their mother will be telling them what to do even when they are married. It's sad, because when a man is married, you shouldn't, your wife is the one that should be to replace your mother. Let me put it that way. Not replace. But what I mean is that that position that your mother used to occupy in your life, if she was the one that you were telling everything to, she was the one that was giving you advice, then your mother shouldn't occupy that space. Your wife, you are married now. Two of you should be one. It's rather unfortunate. I hope your sister gets the help that she needs, that she gets the help that she needs for her to be well. And let her know that, please, no man is worth dying for. If she goes and, you know, drive herself to the extent of losing her mind completely and she starts to suffer from mental health, it's a slippery slope. There's no going back there. And if you go and die because of man, you'll marry another one, no. You will move on without even thinking about whatever it is your sister and the family did for him. That's life. You will not look back. So I think your sister, you guys should support your sister to go and get some professional help. See, this is the way I see life. I believe in karma, and I believe that in the law of seed time and harvest time, because that's the law of nature. Whether you are religious or non-religious, the law of nature is seed time and harvest time. And when you plant, you will definitely harvest. So don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Tell your sister to wipe her tears. It may seem like it's the end of the world, but it's not. It's not. I don't know whether you guys are, I think you are Muslims. I think you are Muslims from what I saw, your picture that I saw. I think the way your hijab, I think you are Muslims. If you were a Christian, there are other things I would have added to it. But yeah, life is unfair. It's very, very unfair. Life is never fair. Life is never fair. And those who give more, sometimes those who give more are the ones that suffer the most. I'm really, really sorry about this unfortunate incident that happened to your sister. They say a man shall leave his father and his mother and cleave to his wife. That's what we read from our Bible as Christians. But in some cases, some men, they don't leave. They never leave. Even when they are married, they bring their whole family into that marriage. They bring their mother, their sisters. Their sisters will come to their house and be ordering their wives up and down, be telling their wife what not to do, how to run her home, you know, what to cook for her husband, and, you know, try to control her. It never works. It's always cantankerous. It never works. And for a man that wants peace in his life, please don't do it. Once you are married, tell your family to respect your wife. Your wife is an extension of yourself. Don't expose your wife to all those family politics that your family members will come to your house and be disrespecting your wife. Let your family know that once you disrespect my wife, you disrespect me. Don't leave your wife to be the one that is, you know, doing all that. She shouldn't have to deal with any of those nonsense from your family. I believe that in-laws should respect. They should respect. The man's family should respect the wife. The woman's family should respect the man. That's how it should be. You can't come to my house because you are my husband's sister or brother or whatever, and then you come and start telling me what not to do. This is my house. No. There needs to be boundaries. No, I won't take it. I had a sister-in-law like that. I think I've shared this many times. in Nigeria. Hey, when I just got married, I said, this one, me, no. Could it work? Not me and her. I didn't take it. I cut her off immediately. I just cut her off. My husband is a very peaceful person who doesn't like, he believes everybody should just be happy and we should all be together in peace and unity. But life is not like that. Some people, no matter how you use peace to follow them, they will be looking for your trouble, Sha. They will be looking for your trouble. All the nonsense she tried with me that time. When we came to London, my husband was saying that she wants to come and visit. I said, visit too. In which house? I said, please, just let me know the day that she's coming. I'm not saying you shouldn't visit. It's not even their cousins. I said, just let me know the day she's coming, so that I can pack my bag and we'll swap. As she's coming, me, I will be going. Because no. I respect you. I'm somebody that gives people their respect. But don't come to my house and start telling me what to do, what not to do. No, you can't control me. I'm an adult. But unfortunately, it happens, and it's because men are light. Because you have to know somebody that wish you good and somebody that just wants to cause problem for you, and then avoid them. If you're avoiding them and they're still bringing the problem your way, no, that one not good now. Check them. So, men, brothers, the ball is on your court here. The brothers that we have on this platform, please don't expose your wife to your family to be abused, and don't let your family tear your marriage apart, for goodness sake. If you have problem with your wife, it's a different thing. Sometimes it's even good for you to go and, if you have problem with your wife, for you to not tell your family, but tell people who can give you advice. Go for professional advice, the people that can give professional advice, or even friends who are more experienced, who are that can, you feel like, okay, these people are in a better position, not family. Because the thing about going to family when you have problems with your marriage is that when you and your spouse work out that issue and the problem is over, the family members will not forget. That's the problem. They will say, in 1980, this is what you did. It's the same thing you did to our brother. This is what you did. In 1970, when you cook soup, you put one meat for me and you put two meat for your own family. They will not forget. And without forgiveness, how can you move on? How can you move on in marriage? You cannot now. You have to be forgiving every day, because there will be offenses every day. I am really, really sorry about your sister, and I hope that she gets the help that she needs. But what she needs to know is that it is not the end. It is sad, and what the in-laws did to her is despicable, but it's not the end of the world. God might even have something better in store for her. And maybe he has money now that he's doing gra. But you know what? Money comes and goes. You don't know tomorrow. So let your sister not allow this incident to ruin the rest of her life. She has to think of her child, especially. She shouldn't neglect her child because of one man that doesn't care about her. He's joined his family to do whatever he wants to do. Let her just put her faith in God, and pick the pieces of her life up, look after her son, and make something out of her life and keep pushing. Not even about marriage now, in terms of getting married again. That's not the immediate thing. What she needs is to get her life back on track. If she was working before, doing business before, to carry on doing that while looking after her child. You can't give up. This is life. Trials and tribulation are part of life, yeah? Unfortunately, the way we deal with it is different. Some people have the capacity to deal with them more constructively, while some people, it will just break them. It's unfortunate, but I pray that she will find peace. So guys, help us to leave a comment here to help this sister. I really am appealing to you not to leave any abusive comments. Some people just get upset over other people's matter and start yabbing them and calling them names. Please try to have some empathy. To have some empathy in your spirit. When you leave that comment, don't leave any negative comment. I'm begging you, because this sister is going to be here reading, and probably she's going to share the video with her sister to watch and read your comments. Let's leave helpful tips how she can move on. If you have suffered from a very bad breakup, for instance, if you suffer from a bad breakup, how did you deal with it? How did you cope? How were you able to move on? Those are the kind of things I want to see in the comment section. Please share your experience with us in the comment section and help a sister. And we hope that she gets better and she's able to move on with her life. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching. I shall speak to you in my next video. I love you. Bye-bye.